Here we go, my friends and fellow gamers. This is the Fat Man continuing my revisitation of the GDW, or Game Designer Workshop, or Twilight 2000 system, NATO Vehicle Guide by our friendly gaming geezer, Frank Frey. This is another equipment guide, basically vehicles, equipment, and organizations for the armies of the NATO alliance. The artworks come up a little bit more of a flash to the color anyway. Still trying to maintain some of that military style vibe to it. Basically, this is the stopgap between the Soviet guide and the U.S. Forces guide. Excuse my morning voice. It always got that scraggy, deeper voice. It cost me $7 back in the day. $7. This is one of the reasons I look at the prices and stuff today, and I just go, "Oh, really? Are you crazy? How much more expensive things are now than they were then?" And it's not really been that many years ago. We got the introduction, the background history based on the year. Then we break us down to the Royal Danish Army, its order of battle, its current history and status, what's left of it. And we got the Canadian Army, authorized levels, principal combat vehicles and weapons, U.S. unit history and current status, West Germany, it's interesting how the West German military had a much bigger military than the Canadians, yet not totally surprising, I guess. What need do the Canadians have of a large standing army? Excuse me. That's not a dig on any of you Canadians out there, although I don't think I've encountered very many of you guys yet. Anyhow, the Netherlands. The Royal Norwegian Army. Then we get into the color plate notes. This is various vehicles and their color schemes and who they belong to. This is a Leopard 1, Brigade Headquarters, Canadian 4th Mechanized Brigade, Poland. There's a note that by the time of the year 2000, a lot of these military units have been in action for several years at this point. In some cases, they've been in action in numerous sections of the world and have accumulated other equipment other than their own. When you find your supply lines really severely cut and your manufacturing capacity for replacements almost completely eliminated, then the fact that you need to acquire stuff and fit it in from wherever you can get it starts to become more prevalent. So it's not unreasonable to find Russian equipment in American units and so forth and so on, and vice versa. It's just harder for you to get parts. And then various tanks, attack vehicles, support vehicles, infantry transports. I always like these things because, like I said in the past, this sort of book has multiple uses, not just for this particular game, but it fits into a lot of other game systems easily for background information and visuals for no other reason. The mechanics might not. They may need to be adjusted, but if you were doing something like Car Wars, you could easily utilize this in that particular line of giving you additional vehicles and so on and so forth. And we got the British Army, America's #1 ally, independent brigades and regiments, the unit history, current status. And we got our equipment description where we go on and they describe many of these vehicles that are not American made or Russian made. One of the things that they hadn't come out with, at least I'm not familiar, or I don't remember them having, was a Soviet pack version of this book, which would have been a nice addition to complete the range of equipment and stuff, but it just didn't happen. At least not to my knowledge anyway. There you have it. The breakdown of the stats. Pretty much. And the fate of all Poland hangs in the balance. what will you do? So there you have it, NATO Vehicle Guide, produced and designed by Frank Ray Jr. Nice addition to a shelf if you want to have one. There you have it. Somebody's getting there. Right? Yeah.